A 12-year-old girl is missing from the Pine area, and authorities are asking for the public's help in finding her. The Gila County Sheriff's Office announces the death of K-9 Simba and says the circumstances surrounding his death are now under investigation. 2 more Arizona law enforcement agencies are walking away from flock license plate cameras amid concerns over how the technology is being used. And a lawsuit seeks to halt Arizona's mountain lion sport hunting permits, claiming current hunt levels are unsustainable. Good morning, Central Arizona. I'm Randy Roberson. This is Tonto-TV, your Central Arizona news.
From Prescott and Payson to Sholo, Flagstaff to Fountain Hills, Tonto-TV.com. We don't tell you what to think, just the facts, ma'am.
Topping our news today, we begin this morning with a search for a missing 12-year-old girl here in northern Gila County. The Arizona Department of Public Safety has activated a missing endangered persons advisory for 12-year-old Aruru Zinab Carbajal El-Shalade. Authorities say Aruru was last seen Friday night, August 7th, at about 10:30 near Mistletoe Drive and Whispering Pines Road in Pine. She's described as 5'5", weighing about 140 pounds, with brown eyes and dark brown hair with white streaks. She was last seen wearing jeans with a design and a t-shirt. At this point, authorities are asking anyone who sees Aruru or has information about where she may be to immediately contact law enforcement. We'll continue following the search and bring you any significant developments as they become available. In other news, the Gila County Sheriff's Office is mourning the loss of one of its own while also investigating exactly what happened. The Sheriff's Office announced the death of K-9 Simba, who served as a member of the agency's K-9 unit. According to a brief statement released by Sheriff Adam Shepard's office, Simba played an important role supporting law enforcement operations throughout Gila County. But the Sheriff's Office is releasing very little information about the circumstances surrounding his death. Officials say an active investigation has been initiated into what happened and that no additional details will be released at this time in order to protect the integrity of that investigation. The statement concludes by thanking Simba for his service and dedication to the citizens of Gila County. So for now, the answer to the obvious question, what happened to K-9 Simba, remains unknown. We'll be watching for additional information from the Sheriff's Office as that investigation continues. Well, a quick break, and when we come back, Chandler abruptly pulls the plug on its flock license plate camera system after an audit identifies potential misuse, while another Arizona sheriff says he's dropping the technology over constitutional concerns. And a new lawsuit challenges Arizona's mountain lion hunting rules just days before the season is scheduled to begin. We'll look at these stories and much more when Tonto-TV News continues right after this. Ponderosa Plumbing is Central Arizona's go-to plumbing team. For decades, homeowners, builders, and businesses have trusted Ponderosa Plumbing AZ for new construction, remodels, repairs, sewer and drain service, high-definition camera inspections, water heater installation, water treatment systems, and expert slab leak repair. When experience matters, when quality matters, when getting it done right the first time matters, Ponderosa Plumbing delivers. Locally owned, highly trusted, serving all of Central Arizona with honesty, craftsmanship, and unmatched know-how. Located at 107 West Wade Lane, Suite number 5 in Payson, call Ponderosa Plumbing AZ today at 928-476-4727. Ponderosa Plumbing AZ. Experience you can trust, quality you can count on. With trusted local news, accurate weather, and community conversations all in one place. Same station, same great music, bigger mission. So update your bookmarks and start listening today at centralarizonaradio.com. That's centralarizonaradio.com. Take Central Arizona with you. Well, welcome back. In other news, the debate over automated license plate readers is intensifying across Arizona, with 2 more law enforcement agencies deciding to walk away from flock safety cameras. The city of Chandler announced Friday that it will discontinue its use of flock automated license plate readers and will not renew its agreement with the company. Chandler has also immediately restricted police personnel from accessing the system. Police Chief Brian Chapman says a routine audit using Flock's auto assist function identified an anomaly that could not be explained as part of standard police work. Chandler has now opened an internal investigation to determine exactly what happened and whether the system was used improperly. Chapman says disciplinary action could follow if investigators determine there was inappropriate use. The city says this was the first such audit flag during nearly 3 years of using that technology. Meanwhile, Pinal County Sheriff Ross Teeple says his department will not renew its flock safety contract when it expires at the end of September. Teeple told county supervisors he has serious Fourth Amendment concerns about the technology and its potential capabilities beyond simply reading license plates. His concerns center on the potential for advanced camera systems and associated technology to collect and analyze information that could be used to track people's movements. Well, the decisions don't necessarily settle the broader debate over automated license plate readers. Supporters say the system can be a valuable tool for locating stolen vehicles, identifying suspects, and finding missing or endangered people. Critics argue that large interconnected camera networks can create significant privacy and civil liberty concerns. For Chandler, however, the immediate issue is an internal investigation into possible misuse. And in Pinal County, Sheriff Teeple has already made his decision. When the current contract expires, his department is getting out. And in other news, a lawsuit filed against the Arizona Game and Fish Department and Commission is challenging the state's management of mountain lion sport hunting just ahead of the new hunting season. The Center for Biological Diversity filed the lawsuit this past Friday, asking a court to suspend the issuance of mountain lion sport hunting permits until, according to that organization, Arizona's mountain lion population is sustainable. Well, the season is scheduled to begin August 21st. The environmental organization argues that current hunting quotas are too high and that too many young animals and females are being killed. According to figures cited in the lawsuit, 1,937 mountain lions were killed by hunters between 2018 and 2024. The Center for Biological Diversity says 54% were 1- and 2-year-old animals, while 41% of the mountain lions killed were female. Well, the organization also points to population modeling that it says indicates continued hunting at current levels could result in a significant population decline. Well, the upcoming season currently has a statewide quota of 340 mountain lions. The center's Robin Silver sharply criticized Arizona's current management practices, arguing that the state is allowing unsustainable hunting and failing its responsibility to manage wildlife in the public interest. Well, those are the claims of the Center for Biological Diversity and allegations contained in its lawsuit. The filing does not establish that Arizona's mountain lion population is declining, unsustainable, or that the Game and Fish Department has violated the law. Those issues will now have to be argued through the legal process. The lawsuit comes less than 2 weeks before Arizona's mountain lion hunting season is scheduled to open. There are some who think that the lawsuit coming less than 2 weeks before Arizona's mountain lion hunting season is scheduled to open is more than coincidental. Well, still ahead, the monsoon is about to become considerably more active across central Arizona. Storm chances increase through the middle of the week. Temperatures come down, and heavy rainfall and flash flooding could be the biggest weather concerns for you. Your Central Arizona weather forecast and more is coming up next.
I'm Garrett Goldman, and this year my wife and I decided to remodel our home. The home was built as a period-specific home modeled after an 1800s farmhouse and had single-pane windows which were very inefficient. When we started the planning process, we interviewed several window companies to retrofit the existing windows in our house, and we chose Lowry's Window and Door as our contractor. The reason we picked Lowry's is their customer service. The owner of the company, Bobby Lowry, came out to our house multiple times to identify a window that would fit within the existing windows, and then also a method that would allow us to keep all of the existing woodwork in the house and not have to redo any of it. Looking at all of the options for windows, we chose Pella double-pane windows for our house because of their look and also their ability to be retrofitted into the existing window frames. Since completion of the project, we absolutely love our new dual-pane Pella windows. I would recommend Lowry's for anybody looking to retrofit your existing windows or a new build because of their experience, craftsmanship, and exceptional customer service.
Taking a look now at Central Arizona weather, a noticeably cooler and increasingly active monsoon pattern is taking shape across Central Arizona this week. For today, you can expect highs generally in the upper 80s and lower 90s across the higher elevations, upper 90s in some of the intermediate elevations, and just over 100 degrees in the lower deserts. Overnight lows will range from the low to mid 60s in the high country to the 70s at the lower elevations. Storm chances across the region today will generally run between 30 and 50%, with thunderstorms becoming more numerous as monsoon moisture continues to increase. And that's really the bigger weather story this week. High pressure near the Four Corners is putting Arizona in a favorable position for a substantial influx of moisture. By Tuesday and especially Wednesday and Thursday, scattered to widespread showers and thunderstorms are expected across much of central and northern Arizona. Temperatures will continue trending downward as cloud cover and moisture increase, with some locations running noticeably below normal by the middle of the week. More importantly, the National Weather Service says thunderstorms will be capable of producing heavy to very heavy rainfall, making flash flooding the primary weather concern through much of this week. Strong outflow winds, frequent lightning, and localized blowing dust will also be possible. The most active period currently appears to be Wednesday into Thursday, when even deeper moisture moves into Arizona. By Friday and the weekend, somewhat drier air begins working into the state. Storm activity should gradually decrease and temperatures begin climbing once again. So overall, a cooler but much wetter stretch of monsoon weather is ahead, with increasing thunderstorms through midweek and heavy rainfall and flash flooding becoming the hazards to watch. And finally this morning, the Prescott Fire Department offers a little glimpse into something most of us probably never think about when firehouse tones drop. Sometimes a meal just has to wait. Firefighters may have just sat down together with a hot plate of food when the call comes in. And whether it's a medical emergency, a structure fire, a traffic crash, or someone else who needs their help, those plates stay right where they are, because somebody else's emergency can't wait for dinner to be finished. Prescott Fire says those unfinished and eventually very cold meals are a small reminder of the commitment firefighters make to the people they serve. The good news? Well, eventually, they usually do make it back to the station, and judging by the food Prescott Fire showed off, we think it's probably worth reheating. For Tonto-TV, I'm Randy Roberson. Find our reports anytime at Tonto-TV.com and CentralArizonaRadio.com. Make it a great day. Take Central Arizona with you.
From Prescott and Payson to Show Low, Flagstaff to Fountain Hills, Tonto-TV.com. We don't tell you what to think, just the facts, man.